Do you know who he is? Ananias doesn't believe that Paul has been converted. He doesn't believe that Saul is now Paul. He doesn't believe that Jesus could change a life like that. And listen, you and I wouldn't have believed it either. Okay? No, nobody believed it. They didn't believe it in Damascus. So much so that there were some people there trying to kill him, get rid of him, and he had to escape through a hole in the wall and run off. When he got to Jerusalem, they didn't believe him there either. He was hiding in Tarsus when Barnabas finds him later and brings him to Antioch, start preaching and teaching. Nobody believed that he was converted. We don't believe either. Somebody gets arrested. You know how it goes, right? Somebody gets arrested. Somebody's in deep trouble, right? What's the first thing they do? Oh, they find Jesus, right? And they'll come to the press conference going, I've been forgiven by Jesus. Implication, we should let them out of jail, right? And forgive them all that they did because Jesus has forgiven them. And we're watching this press conference and we're going, right. Right. It's just the next part of the con, right? So much so that when we hear people talk about being changed by Jesus, we're just not sure. Sometimes the last people to believe are those who talk about it the most, those who proclaim that Jesus has the power to change the life of the most lost person you have ever met. In one of my early churches, there was a young man named Alex. Alex had trouble with most things. And he was one of those people taking the long way home, you know what I mean? He was never criminal in his behavior, but he always knew where the line was. And he didn't cross it, but he leaned over it all the time. And everybody was always worried about Alex. He was trouble in his home. He was trouble at school. Everybody knew Alex. And Alex and I got to hanging around and talking a little bit. And all of a sudden, Alex makes a profession of faith. And Alex changed. And people will pull me over in that little town going, what did you do to Alex? I didn't do anything to Alex. No, really, I knew Alex. What is going on with Alex? I said, well, if you want to know, Alex got saved. You mean like Jesus in your heart saved? Yeah, like Jesus in your heart saved. Nah. What did you, and all these were Christians. Why is it the last thing we believe is that Jesus will actually change somebody's life? That he has the power to do that? Well, one of the reasons is, just between you and me, is we have him let him change our own lives very much. So we're not sure he can really change anybody else's life.